Welcome learners. In the realm of programming, the ability to execute a set of instructions repeatedly is indispensable. This is precisely where looping statement comes into play. In C programming, looping statements provide a mechanism to perform iterative tasks efficiently, allowing us to automate, process, and enhance the flexibility of our program. Let's start. We can use loop statements to execute our code repeatedly. So that's why loops are used. Basically, there are three types of loops. They are for while and do while. Let's start with for loop. The for loop is a concise and powerful construct allowing us to specify the initialization, condition and iteration in a single line. It's an ideal scenario where the number of iterations is known as beforehand. This is the basic syntax of the for loops. First, the initialization should be right, and then the conditions, and then the iterations. Let us see this example how it works. First, I initialize the I equal to 1. 1 is a number, right? So I put int data types, that is integer. Then the condition is written. If I less than or equal to 5, it's check. If it is true, then the particular code will be executed. Then the increment operator, that is iterations, should be updated. That is I value should be updated. For example, if I that in equal to 1, if it comes to this, then I equal to I plus 1. So I value becomes 2. This is how this is executed. Let's move for while loop. The while loop is more flexible and is often used when the number of iterations is not predetermined. It continues executing the block of code as long as the specified conditions hold true. How it's executed means, first in while the condition is given and inside the code the updation process is given. Look at this example. First the condition is given and the condition is true, then this code block will be executed and then the updation process should take place at last. This is how the while loop is executed. Okay, let's go for do while. Similar to while loop, the do while loop executes a block of code while a specified condition is true. However, it guarantees that the code within the loop will execute at least once as the condition is checked after the initial executions. That is, in do while the condition is checked only at the last. First the code is executed and after the execution process only the condition is checked. This is the major difference between while and do while. In this example, first the print statement will be executed and then check the conditions. For if the condition is true, then it will be print. This is a major difference between while and do while. Let us see an example how the while will works. This is the example for while loop. There is an header file and the main functions. Here the initialization take place. First I equal to 1. It is an integer, so data type we used are int. Then while the condition is written, if I less than or equal to 5, then this block of code will executed. What we are initialize I equal to 1, right? Okay. Then it check if 1 less than or equal to 5, then print the value of I. Here the value of I is 1, right? So the 1 will be printed, and then we use a format specifier as for integers %d, because 1 is an integer, right? So we use %d, and then after printing that statement, it's come to here. What is it? I plus plus. Then the value of I is increased. Again let's go to this conditions. This loops means it will be repeated, right? If the condition is true, it will be repeated. When the condition is false, it will be terminated. So that's why we call it's a loop statements. Again the I value is increased. Then now I plus plus mean I equal to I plus 1. Then the value of I is 1. and plus 1 means it will become 2. Now the I value became 2. Then the condition check. If 2 less than or equal to 5, yes, the condition is true. Then again the 2 will be printed and again go for updations. Then 2 plus 1 became 3. Then 3 will again check with conditions. 3 less than or equal to 5, yes, this is also true. Then with the 3 value is printed and again updation. Then the I value became 4 and again it will check 4 less than 5, yes, true. Then 4 printed and again for updation the I value became 5. Here check if 5 less than or equal to 5, yes, there is an equal to, so this also true. Then the 5 value also printed. Again the loop will execute. I value became 6. Then it's check if 6 less than or equal to 5. This is false. So here this loop statements will be terminated. This is how the loops will work. Let us run this program. As I told earlier, the 5 values are printed but not 6 because the condition is false. So this will be terminated. This is how loops will work. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. If you want to obtain a completion certificate, please click the link to our site. Sign up and choose the course level. It is mandatory to watch all the videos and finish the corresponding quiz within the time limit to unlock the final quiz. Get your course completion certificate after completing the final quiz of that level. Happy learning!